Excellencies, distinguished delegates, esteemed colleagues and partners, it is both a profound honor and a great responsibility to address you today on South Africa's climate leadership and our updated nationally determined contributions. As I stand here, I'm reminded of the breathtaking diversity of our country, from the sun-kissed coasts of the Eastern Cape to the towering peaks of the Drakensberg, from the golden savannas of the Highveld to the verdant forest of KwaZulu-Natal, from the Kruger National Park to Cape Town. South Africa is not only rich in natural beauty, it is also rich in spirit, resilience, and determination. This unique blend of environment and humanity compels us to act decisively in the fight against climate change. For our actions today will define the legacy left to generations yet unborn. South Africa remains steadfast in its commitment to the Paris Agreement and the multilateral processes of the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. Under the Paris Agreement, every country is called upon every 5 years to prepare and update their nationally determined contributions. These NDCs, as they are known, are more than policy documents. They are blueprints for our shared future, reflecting ambition, responsibility, and solidarity. Our approach is guided by the principles of equity, common but differentiated responsibility, and respective capacities. In essence, we seek to balance environmental stewardship with the pressing developmental needs of our people, addressing poverty, unemployment, and inequality while simultaneously reducing emissions and building resilience. In October this year, South Africa proudly submitted its second NDC ahead of COP30. This plan sets our trajectory towards 2035 and signals our unwavering commitment to a sustainable future. Our mitigation target is clear: an economy-wide emissions range of 320 to 380 metric tons of carbon dioxide equivalent, covering all greenhouse gases. This target is both ambitious and pragmatic, aligning with our national policies while ensuring we take our fair share of responsibility in limiting global warming to well below 2 degrees Celsius and striving for a 1.5 degrees above pre-industrial levels. Importantly, our approach reflects the realities of a developing economy. Low economic growth, high unemployment, and deep-seated inequality, while navigating a global finance landscape that has become increasingly unpredictable. The backbone of our mitigation efforts lies in a comprehensive suite of policies and instruments such as the carbon tax, National Energy Efficiency Strategy, the Green Transport Strategy, the Integrated Resource Plan of 2025, sector emissions targets, and carbon budgets. These measures are designed not only to reduce emissions, but to create opportunities for sustainable economic growth, green industrialization, and job creation, ensuring that no South African is left behind in the transition to a low-carbon economy. Equally important is the adaptation. The National Climate Change Adaptation Strategy, complemented by provincial and district plans, strengthens climate information systems to support decision-making at all levels. It includes 8 ambitious adaptation goals which align closely with the Sustainable Development Goals set by the United Nations. Furthermore, the Just Adaptation and Resilience Investment Plan is being developed to mobilize international climate finance, to bolster adaptive capacity, and to support climate-resilient development across our economy and our society. In addition, our NDC addresses loss and damage, the tangible impacts of climate change already experienced in South Africa. We saw this with the devastating floods in the KZN and the Eastern Cape, Western Cape as well. We saw this with the severe droughts that we see in certain parts of the country. This includes the strengthening of institutional arrangements and information systems to monitor, respond to, and mitigate these losses. Achieving these targets will require both domestic commitment and international support. We therefore call on the global community to recognize that climate finance, technology transfer, and capacity building are not optional. They are essential for enabling developing nations to fulfill their Paris Agreement commitments. To anchor these ambitions domestically, we have strengthened our legal institutional framework. Earlier this year, the Climate Change Act was proclaimed, enabling robust domestic climate action while ensuring compliance with our international obligations. This act empowers the Presidential Climate Change Commission, which brings together government, industry, civil society, and communities to guide a just and equitable transition. Our vision extends to net zero carbon dioxide emissions by 2050, guided by two pivotal instruments. The Low Emissions Development Strategy, which places amongst the first developing nations to submit such a plan, and secondly, the Just Transition Framework, which ensures that decarbonization does not come at the expense of jobs, communities, or vulnerable sectors. The energy sector, which dominates our emissions profile, is at the heart of our transformation. The Integrated Resource Plan 2025 sets out a path toward a cleaner energy mix, including 44 gigawatts of new renewable energy capacity by 2035. Our Renewable Energy Master Plan will not only drive emissions reductions, but also localize value chains, stimulate industrial development, create jobs, and tackle poverty. These initiatives illustrate that climate action and economic development are mutually reinforcing, not mutually exclusive. South Africa also plays a leadership role in the global stage. Through the G20 and other multilateral platforms, we work tirelessly to advance climate ambition, promote sustainable development, and strengthen international cooperation. Our presidency of the G20 Environment and Climate Change Working Group has reinforced the importance of scaling up climate finance for mitigation and adaptation, making finance flows consistent with low-emission, climate-resilient development pathways, and ensuring that no country is left behind. Our presidency theme of solidarity, equality, and sustainability again reflects the belief that climate action and economic development are not opposing forces, but complementary imperatives. True sustainability requires fairness, inclusivity, and the opportunity, acknowledging disparities of gender, class, and race while promoting a just transition for all. In closing, South Africa's second NDC represents a realignment of our development trajectory towards enhanced sustainability, social inclusion, and resilience. It embodies our belief that a just and equitable future is possible, one in which economic growth, climate action, and social development go hand in hand. We invite the global community, our partners, and fellow nations to join us in turning ambition into action. Together, we can ensure that the beauty of South Africa, the richness of our people, and the resilience of our planet are preserved for generations to come. Let us seize this moment with courage, with vision and determination. The world is watching, and the time to act is now. Let us rise to the challenge and demonstrate that with solidarity, equity, and sustainability, a thriving, resilient, and low-carbon future is not only possible, it is within our grasp. I thank you.